Hi, hello, hello. Okay, hi, we have sound now. I think we have sound now. So, Rachel, I thank you so much for letting me know there was some kind of technical difficulty there. So, take two. Take two. I'm going to just go ahead and start from the beginning. So, I just wanted to check in one and say thank you so much for everybody who wished me a happy birthday yesterday and today and before that. I really feel the love and it really means a lot. So thank you so much for that. Um, Second, I really wanted to come in here on this Friday and I wanted to address something that I have been getting a lot of from many of you. Um, Messaging me saying kind of like a similar sentiment, and that is I don't have any special skills I could like profit off of. I don't have anything to bring to the table. um, right, I'm hearing that a lot, and so basically what I want to do today is like reframe that for you because you bring so much to the table. Like literally, you bring so much to the table, and we take it for granted because it's stuff that comes easy to us, right? So, if something comes easy to us, we think it's like that for everyone else, and that's not the case. So, I really today am gonna like break down different um, like job experiences and what skills you can pull from that to like make a profit and like help clients with their businesses, right? And so because I really want this reframe to help everyone in here. So if I comment or if I don't say like a work experience or a profession or an industry that you have personally like have personal experience in, please comment because I want to make sure to address this for you. I want everyone to get out of this mindset of I don't have anything to bring to the table. No, you have so much. So I'm going to start breaking it down. And if you're watching live, welcome, welcome. If you want to comment what kind of work experience you have, go for it. I'm just going to kind of start diving in. So the first one that comes to mind is teacher. And I know a lot of teachers in here have the like either we leave because it's not a good fit in the school system, and I could literally go on a soapbox about that, but I'm not going to. um, or maybe we have babies and we decide not to go back. So what I want to do right now is really reframe um, really what you bring to the table as a teacher. So I want you to think about your teaching experience, whether that's in public school, private school, preschool, childcare, Mother's Day out, childcare director. I don't care what it is, okay, right? We all have that classroom experience. And I want you to think about what kinds of things were you doing every day in that classroom? You were problem solving, number one, right? Like, number one, you were solving problems all day long. And not only that, you were able to prioritize problems and who needed to be helped first, and what can kind of wait a little bit. And I'm going to tell you a little secret, guys. A lot of businesses don't know how to do that. They think everything is important, 911 on fire right now. It's not the case. So you could come in as like an online business manager or a virtual assistant, and you can really come in and help businesses like break this down. Like, okay, here's what we need to tackle first, making sure all of our ducks are in a row, and then moving to the next thing and helping them be organized and creating that system. Because a ton of us had classroom management systems in place in our classroom, like lots of different ones. A lot of businesses don't have those systems in place. It's like, especially if it's an entrepreneur or they have a small team, and they're growing really quickly. And sometimes I call those growing pains, right? Like we're growing really, really fast and we don't have the systems in place to back that up. So you, as a former teacher who was doing that all the time, can go in there as an online business manager or a virtual assistant. Another thing, a lot of teachers, particularly like once we kind of like divide by subject Math, you could be a bookkeeper. I talked to somebody yesterday. She was a former middle school math teacher, and now she's doing freelance bookkeeping, right? Um, if you were kind of like on the ELA side, you can do writing, content writing, like blogs, social media posts, emails, um, newsletters. A lot of us teachers are creatives too, so there is a graphic design program called Canva. You can go in and businesses, they don't, a lot of times they're like, oh, I hate doing all this social media or all these graphics, and oh, I just want somebody to do it for me. Don't take what you bring to the table for granted. A lot of people don't have those skills, okay? So that's teachers. I'm going to, let's see, another one I come across a lot is just quote unquote mom, okay? But we're not just moms. You're a mom, you're the CEO of your entire household. You are doing finances, most likely. You are, now again, everybody's different, but from my experience and what people have shared with me, we're doing finances, managing bills, when that has to be paid, we're scheduling appointments, figuring out, okay, little Susie needs to wear red tomorrow for school, and Timmy needs to bring cupcakes for his birthday for his class, and oh, I need to go and do mommy and me gymnastics with little Tommy, right? Like all these things, and who needs a doctor's appointment? When's the 15-month checkup? What do we need to do? Who's sick? Like all of these things that we're managing constantly, right? We are project managers, right? We are organizers. We keep the show rolling. So a lot of businesses, they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that. So even your just mom, you bring so much to the table. And I will tell you a story, and it still gives me goosebumps to this day. It was one of my very first clients, and it was a man. And I was so nervous because I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was like, oh my gosh, nobody's gonna want to work with me because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a baby in the back, like spiraling, right? Okay. Do you know what this man told me? He told me, I love that you're a stay at home mom. My wife was a stay at home mom, and I saw how much she had to do to keep our entire family organized, and I want you to do that for my business. Talk about a reframe. He said, I know how much goes into that, and how much organization and planning and mapping out projects and making sure the ducks are in a row. I want that for my business. I love that you're a stay-at-home mom. That's perfect. That's what I need in my business. And a man told me that, okay? Not another mom. So I just want you, I tell that story because it's so important. A lot of times we get that just mom, or nobody's going to want to work with me, or we spiral. And I was like that too. It doesn't have to be that way. We bring so much to the table. Okay, so another profession I'm thinking of is like marketing or human resources. I used to be human resources too. I've had a lot of careers. um, so a lot of times HR and marketing can kind of like overlap, especially with recruiting. So a lot of what I did, like to leverage those skills, was content writing, because I'm having to write blogs or social media posts or emails, like trying to, you know, make our company, like highlight the good parts of our company, right? Like, why would you want to come work for us? And marketing, same thing. Like, why would you want to use our service or buy our product? So content writing is huge there. Social media management is also one where you're writing social media captions and doing graphics in something like Canva. Um, you're also, if it's an entrepreneur and maybe they have a Facebook group or something like that, you're managing that, like letting new members in, or who wants this free resource. That's also can be called a social media VA. You can also do like web design, especially if in that marketing space, that digital marketing space. Web design is another one. Um, Graphic design. Sometimes they're called creative VAs. A lot of these are kind of like used interchangeably. By the way, VA is virtual assistant. Sorry, the like jargon is ingrained up here. Um, So there are tons that you could do there. Now, remember, if I don't say your specific profession or your specific experience or anything like that, please, please, please comment, because I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to see all the amazing things they bring to the table. Um, Another one, let's see, food service. Oh my goodness. First of all, bless you, because the public is not nice. I couldn't do it. My husband worked in food service for a really long time. Like, so I heard stories. Okay. I've had several friends that worked in food service too. So basically, like, you are, first of all, huge into customer service and solving problems and solving them quick. Also, going into like that triage, okay, what is like on fire and what can like wait a little bit. Um, Again, businesses don't necessarily have those skills. They don't. Like, they just think either everything's on fire and they try to do everything at once and nothing gets done. And then it just like snowballs and it's really stressful for them. So you have those skills. Don't take that for granted. That is huge for businesses. Um, so problem solving, any kind of customer service, just managing people, because you're having to work with a bunch of different people at once. You're having to work with the cooks and the hostesses and the other and the bartender and the other waiters. Like, there is so much going on and just like managing people. So like project management, online business management, any kind of virtual assistant, VA, back end kind of stuff. Okay, keeping them organized, managing people, making sure everybody has their ducks in a row. Another one I'm thinking of is um, retail. So retail, again, problem solving, customer service, a lot of back end stuff, especially if you're having to do inventory, spreadsheets, making sure everything is accounted for, doing your cash drawer, all kinds, like cash handling. Like, there is so much there. There's so much, so many skills that you bring. So any kind of like data entry could be one. If you feel really confident with like the bookkeeping aspect or the financial aspect, you could do a bookkeeper. You could be a bookkeeper. Um, and really, yeah, like virtual assistant, or um, you can even go in there, say it's like a boutique, okay, and maybe you worked at like a larger like retail, in a larger retail setting, and you learned a lot of like processes that worked. You could go in to some of these small boutiques or small like local owned businesses, and you could say, hey, like, here's what I have found is work. Like, this is a system that I found that's really worked well. Um, and it saved us so much time. And you can go in and like create that or show them how to do that, and they will pay you for it. Like, I just don't want you to take for granted all of the amazing skills and things you bring to the table. Also, if you ever help like run a family business, I know somebody, her dad was in construction. I know somebody else who like owned a boutique. I know somebody else who um, like almost like a bakery. Um, Her husband did that, right? So there's so many things. Like, if you have helped your family in any kind of business, family business aspect, that's back in business stuff, okay? Like, you're taking for granted because you've already done it, you know how it works. A lot of times people don't, or they don't have time, or they are growing so quickly that they just like, it's not a priority for them, right? So I just really want you to think about that. And if you're catching the replay, please comment. Like, if I didn't address any kind of specific experience you personally have, please let me know in the comments. Or if you're not comfortable with that, definitely send me a message. I'm more than happy to walk you through this, because I want you to see how dang important the skills you bring to the table are, and how businesses will pay you for that stuff, okay? Like, I hope you hear the passion in my voice, because I've gotten this a lot, and I really want to like clear the air. Like, no, you have so much to offer, and you can absolutely profit off of it. You can absolutely make freelancing work. So hopefully everybody found this super helpful. Again, comment if you have any questions. I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend and a great rest of your Friday.